year. Do you guys only get one outfit? I know my grandkids don't get one outfit to start. Now, my dad, the oldest brother, never liked his brother Bill. Bill was the youngest, but that meant in those days, Saturday night was bath night. And the youngest always bathed in the wash tub first. Oh. Then it was Kitty, then it was Junie, and then it was my dad. And my dad would lament, the water wasn't pretty when you were last. No, Uncle Bill and my dad were, of course, the best of friends throughout their entire life. The last of the greatest generation, World War II. Yeah. All three of the Radefeld boys were in service. And Uncle Bill, as you know, 3 Purple Hearts, but the story that he would tell the most was when he was wounded during the Battle of the Bulge, and fortunately he survived and was with us today. I remember as a young adult being at some of the family functions and stuff, and I'd say, Uncle Bill, how you doing? And he would start talking about how little pieces of shrapnel would start coming out of his leg or out of his back. Back in those days, when you were wounded, they didn't have the technology we have today, and so he'd show me on his leg where a big bubble and a piece would be coming out. Now, Uncle Bill, as you know, was engaged with was blessed with a very engaging personality, and he had the greatest sense of humor, of which all of the Radefeld boys were blessed with. But Uncle Bill was head and shoulders above everybody. He was the master. He would get excited telling a humorous story, and he'd get to rocking because he'd get so excited about the story he was telling. And then he'd start wheezing a little bit. Everybody who's heard him tell a story knew that. Now, the family, the Radefeld family, was very, very close, and I'm sure the cousins will remember the gatherings every Christmas that were rented in Al's home. And our grandfather Al was a car salesman in those days. And he would occasionally win a sales award, and what they would give him back in those days was silver dollars. Well, each grandchild, for every year that I can recall, would receive 5 silver dollars every year. They would be stacked and wrapped in a piece of aluminum with a red ribbon around them. And I remember Uncle Bill, he made Gail and Randy save their dollars. The rest of us spent ours. Who was smarter, huh? The family birthdays were always celebrated in July. There was a lot of people in the family who had July birthdays, and it was a great time to gather together. My brother Lee and I would play Uncle Junie and Uncle Bill bocce ball for money. Lee and I never won. We were young and not very intelligent at the time, and forgot to factor in the eye-hand coordination that an excellent dentist possessed. Lee and I are still trying to get our bocce ball losses back, and so after this luncheon and celebration, we'd like to meet anybody on the lawn and get our money back. Now, you all heard Uncle Bill's life was not without trials and tribulations that life puts us all through. He lost his first wife, Betty, the mother of Gail and Randy, after years of a crippling disease. But then he was so blessed to find Aunt Phyllis and her family. He would often tell Shirley and me when we would visit what a joy it was to be with Phyllis and her family. So, Uncle Bill was also blessed with the gift of the spirits, of the fruit of God's spirits, which is outlined in the New Testament.